Alright, so forgot to clean my gutters this year, and good example of why you should always clean your gutters is right here. The downspout was plugged up. The ice and everything came in, built up inside the gutters, got too heavy, and the icicles came about halfway down where that window at, tore the whole gutter down. I heard it in the middle of the night, a little crash in the middle of the night. When I checked it, it took about a week for a block of ice, the whole length of the gutter, to melt down. So now I actually got a good day, and I'm gonna try to put it back up. All right, so what I did was put 3 different ladders up, basically just to hold it for me. And that U-shaped gutter is gonna have to go back into that hole right there. Kind of tore out on the way down. So I'm gonna put that in first, just so everything can be lined up, and then just adjust the ladders again and start nailing, probably from the center, just to get it kind of balanced. So now I'm just gonna grab my hammer and get busy. These fell out. All I'm doing is just taking these and just reusing them back in the holes where they was at. And that's all I'm pretty much doing right now. Just trying to secure the gutter so it don't fall back down on me. again. All right, this side fell back down again where I tried to put this side up first, but it really didn't work. So I'm kind of glad I got that side up first so it secure this side, because this looks like it's going to be a little more tricky. I'm going to try to maybe have to squeeze with some pliers this piece right here just a little bit, just so it can fit back in there. But we're going to see. All right, my camera cut off on me, but on this last part, but I'm gonna quickly show you what I did. It's pretty much this is a sleeve right here on this U angle from the gutter, and it's a sleeve attached to it. So what I did was just open this gutter up a little bit more. It was a couple nails in there I had to take out. So I opened up the opening just a little bit more, pried it open with the back of the hammer. And then I took this sleeve and just hit the side of the sleeve with the back of the hammer sideways. Here, here, and here, here. Just to push just the sleeve down into the gutter. So the bottom of this is actually slid all the way in. Because what happens is the water comes down here and it just flows. So that's all I really needed for that. One last thing I'm gonna do real quick before I wrap it up, so this problem doesn't happen again. It looks like it's about to snow right now. The reason why that happened is I forgot to clean out this gutter. When it fell upside down, so most of it came out anyway. So it's pretty clean now because it fell so hard and all that stuff came out. But all of this stuff right here, when it fell, it cleaned itself out pretty good. But it's a tiny little bit left. I'm gonna take this out, toss it. And I'm gonna have to clean this gutter out too, actually, while I'm at it. So it don't happen on this side. This a gutter on that side too. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this one too. And what happens is I got this huge pine tree in the backyard. And when it comes down, when the wind blowing hard enough, it blows right up in here into these gutters. So I'm gonna clean this gutter too. All right, so I'm just taking this out. It's a screen. Just getting all the crud that was hanging around it. Push it down, pick it right up. Don't forget to put your screen back in. All right, to clean these gutters, I got my bucket up there, and it has a gutter. It got a gutter hook on it, where you just attach it to your bucket, and then you hang the hook on there. And as I clean, I just move the hook down as I go. Then I got these rubber gloves. They real thick gloves, so they don't like break or anything like that. And I just push it down, push the debris down, and then I just scoop it up with both hands, toss it in my bucket. And it's actually a couple of nails loose up there, so I'm gonna hit those in while I'm up there, just to prevent it from falling. everything down to a pile, and I grab. Toss it in the bucket. Move the bucket down a little bit as I go. It's a little muddy out here, so the ladder is sinking a little bit. On my phone case. Now this is the most important part of the video. You see that braided wire right there? The thick braided wire. This one right here is braided. It goes all the way to the top part of that pole. You do not want to touch that. This little thin wire right here, that's just cable. You don't got to worry about that one. But that braided one that attaches to the house and goes down into your electric, you do not want any metal touching that. You don't want anything touching that. That's very hazardous and very deadly if you do. So never line your ladder up anywhere where if this ladder was to slip, it would fall and hit that. So always keep your ladder way lower than where that is. And actually, if this tree wasn't right here, I would clean that gutter from that side, but I'm gonna have to take this tree down. But the problem is this tree is touching, touching this braided line right here, right there. See where it's sitting? Right on top of there. And when this ice storm came, this braided line was laying on the ground. And I had to call them back out here to put it back up because this tree got so heavy with ice, it actually pulled both of these lines down. The cable people had to come out and put that line back up, and the electric people had to come and put that line back up. So technically this tree right here is actually a live tree. So this is actually very dangerous. And I have to call them to tell them to cut this stuff back, or at least cut the power off so I could cut it back. So for one, I don't have that problem again. And also, so I can move around this tree and be able to touch this tree without it being a hazard. So if you have any trees or anything touching that power line, all you have to do is call your power company, and they come out and do it for you for free. So you don't have to really worry about that. As you can see, that braided line, it go way to the top of that pole. See, the other lines, they go right here, midway. But that braided line goes to the top. So you see that line coming to your house going way to that top line, that's your power. Don't even take the risk. Don't even chance it. Don't do nothing with it. I called them to cut this tree back off of the power line a few years ago, and they came and cut right there. I mean, they cut a whole bunch of stuff back. They was back here for hours cutting stuff back. So don't hesitate to call your power company and tell them to cut that stuff off, because it's very dangerous. I mean, if it's raining hard enough and it shocked this tree, and you touching this tree, you could be shocked. That's a live tree right there. So don't put your metal or anything nowhere near that stuff. If you're not a professional, don't even try to see how hard it would be for me to clean this gutter way over here. I mean, I could put the ladder up under here somewhere and try to do all that, and I might, but it'd be a lot safer if this tree wasn't in my way. So I'm gonna have them either come cut it off or trim it back some so I could get up under there and start cleaning that little part of the gutter. But for right now, I'm not gonna deal with it, because it's better safe than sorry. At least if from here to here is clean, then I know the downspout is all right, because that's what really matters. That little corner ain't gonna make or break me. It's about the flow to there. So this don't get too heavy and tear down. All right, well, if this video was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. I'm Kevin with Quality Lawn Care. Peace.